Crews have been on the scene since last night, battling a fire at Eagle Point Energy Center in Orrington.
News Center Maine Sean Tesler live outside that waste facility for us. So Sean, what are you seeing there?
Brian and Amanda, we are seeing almost no smoke out of this facility, and many of the crews have already left the scene. Now, the Orrington fire chief telling us that some crews will stay on as they are monitoring hotspots. And I want to show you what this fire looked like last night and early this morning. Now, here's a look. So crews arrived at the around 9 last night with flames shooting out of the building. According to Chief Scott Stewart, there was a large municipal response from towns as far away as Newport. He says nobody was injured and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. This waste facility is currently being used as a transfer station, and something else to note is that it experienced a fire in 2024. Chief Stewart says that a fire like this, upon arrival, it was a chaotic scene.
When we arrived, there was heavy fire showing, which immediately we ramped up our response to bring in other units. We worked overnight to bring the fire under control and stop the spread. And then so far today, we've been working on trying to extinguish the fires in the trash pile, which we've been fairly successful at today.
Now, the fire here at Eagle Point Energy Center 2 years ago took almost over a week to fully put out. Now, the fire chief saying there's no timetable of when this fire will be put out, but he hopes it'll be by the end of the day. Brian, Amanda.
Sean Tesler live in Orrington. Thank you, Sean.
From one active scene tonight to another, we want to get over to our Alex Haskell, also standing by live tonight, this time in Casco, with details of another big fire. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Amanda. So we are in front of a farmhouse located at 424 Poland Spring Road in the town of Casco. The fire is under control. We have watched as just recently firefighters have been using an excavator to tear down part of this home's roof. It was a tin roof, so they've taken that tin roof off so that crews can access some more of those hot spots that were trapped underneath it to try to put out this fire for good. Now, we do want to let you know that this road has been blocked off at the beginning of where it meets with Webb's Mill Road and Pine Hill Road. We did speak with Adam Madura with the town's fire department. He says that when they arrived earlier, the attached barn was on fire and partially collapsed. At that time, it was beginning to spread to the rest of the house. Madura says one firefighter has been evaluated due to heat-related issues, and one person was transported to the hospital. Madura says he's not sure why the person had to be transported or who they were. He adds there were animals in the barn at the time of this fire.
Yep, there was lots of animals here. The homeowner stated that they got all animals out and were accounted for, besides one cat.
Again, this fire is under control, but we can still see some smoke, so crews are working to put out some hot spots. The town fire chief does tell us that the fire marshal's office is on scene trying to investigate the cause. In Casco, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.
More than a week after the primaries, the ranked choice voting process continues.
With some new developments late today, Christian Harsa once again live from Augusta. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Brian and Amanda. Well, that update is that we aren't going to get results today. The Secretary of State's office came out and told everyone here in the room that there's just too much work that still needs to be done. So tomorrow is looking like it's going to be the day. One of the things that is going on is law enforcement is heading to South Berwick to pick up the physical paper ballots from that town. They had discovered here in Augusta that the numbers weren't adding up, so they're going there, picking up the ballots to bring them back here to scan them, upload them, and do it all here physically in Augusta. It's a very slow, tedious process, so we don't know when tomorrow we might be able to get the final results quite yet, but we are talking with Kate McBrien from the Secretary of State's office about the slow and tedious process. Here's more of what she had to say.
We want to make sure everything is there. So it's a time-consuming process. It's a meticulous process, but it's really important that everything is right so that when we hit go and we run that tabulation and we actually run the race and we know who the winner is, we can all be confident that it's accurate and it's the correct results.
Now here they've had some updates so far in making progress. On this board we have all 16 counties, and this is the reconciliation process that's making sure that what was recorded on election night matches what they have here in Augusta. And since 4 o'clock we've actually had 3 more counties get added, so we're now just working on Penobscot County and Washington County. You'll see right down there though that York says that South Berwick, since they're bringing in those ballots here back to Augusta, they don't have all of that completed yet. But once all 16 counties are reconciled, there's still 1 more check to go through, and that's probably what's going to be happening tomorrow. Brian and Amanda, back to you.
Those are the developments. Waiting a little longer in Augusta. Christian Harsa live for us. Thank you. Well, more than 24 signs and displays at Acadia National Park removed by the Trump administration may soon be reinstalled.
In March, the Department of the Interior ordered national parks across the country to remove materials related to indigenous history, slavery, and climate change. But this month, a federal judge ordered the signs to be restored before July 4th. The group behind the lawsuit that led to the ruling says reinstating the signs will allow parks to more accurately depict our nation's history.
Our national parks are America's classroom. Our national parks help preserve American history, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we feel that when folks visit our national parks, they deserve the full truth, the full history of American history, uncensored and unvarnished.
The Department of the Interior is appealing the court's decision. In a statement, a spokesperson writing in part, quote, "We fully believe politically charged language denigrating our founding fathers is inappropriate and only further divides Americans," end quote. President Donald Trump canceling a Senate committee hearing for his Director of National Intelligence nominee, Jay Clayton.
On social media today, President Trump said he will block the process until a replacement is confirmed for Clayton's current job as Manhattan U.S. Attorney. Maine Senior Senator Susan Collins of the Senate Intelligence Committee reacting to the canceled hearing.
I was surprised. I was looking forward to the hearing and the opportunity to ask some questions of Mr. Clayton. He has been praised by members on both sides of the aisle. I always wait till the hearing is over when I don't know a nominee personally to make my decision. I'm concerned that this slows down the renewal of FISA, which is vital to our national security.
So that move keeps Mr. Trump's controversial choice, Bill Pullett, in place as acting head of intelligence. House Democrats maintain that they will not help pass a renewal of FISA, a key federal surveillance bill that allows the U.S. to spy on foreign countries, until Pullett is out.
It's on our Republican colleagues to work with us to find a capable director, not someone who's a menace, and second, then to work with us on renewing FISA. It's up to them. It's up to them. This is Republican president, Republican House, Republican Senate, all screwing up with each other. They've got to come to an agreement, and they've got to have the courage to buck the president, who clearly doesn't want a DNI director and doesn't want FISA renewed. All he wants is Pulte.
FISA technically expired June 12th, but foreign surveillance can continue through March of 2027 without it.